What? Are my lights not working here, or? Hello guys, good morning. Welcome to My Trucking Life 220. I want to thank you all for your really good responses from yesterday's video. I think within an hour or two of me uploading it, I'd got about 13 or 14 comments, and there's been more overnight, I think. And yeah, it's really overwhelming. It's good to be back. It's good to be interacting with you all again. I haven't had time to respond to everyone yet, but I will endeavour to, as I always try. There's a couple of you mentioned about the mount here. That's being preferred, and it's a bit of a mixed response regarding the dash cam or the windscreen camera. So I'm just going to mix it around a bit. I can use both by the looks. Seems they're both working good. We are starting a early start, or early-ish. It's just gone 5 o'clock. We're heading over to the space factory shortly. We're going to pick up a load to go down to West Durrington, which is right on the south coast, near Worthing, I believe. So, without further ado, let's get this show on the road, eh? Right, so yes, I'm going to get hooked up. My battery's low because I forgot to leave it charging overnight, so the battery's low on the camera again. Still getting used to the old vlogging again, making a few little mistakes here and there, but you know, it's really good that you've all stuck around as well, because I know a lot of people, if they don't upload, YouTube can be a bit punishing. People will disappear if people stop uploading. But yeah, it's nice to see so many people commenting again. Really is great. Let's get this hooked up, go and quickly make the coffee, and get the feck out of here. Right guys, we are all loaded up, strapped up, and good to go. 180 odd miles, give or take now. I just want to say hello to Chris Jones. He said in the comments that he can't remember me shouting him out. He's been subscribed for a while ago. I've got a sneaky feeling that I did shout you out, buddy, but you may just have missed it, so I'll go with the benefit of the doubt and say hello, buddy. Thanks for sticking around, and I'm glad you enjoy the vlogs, mate. God, I've missed having the smart motorways, guys. I've really missed my own little lane, solely for the smart people. Sign above clearly states that you can use the hard shoulder to go left at the next junction, or continue straight ahead on the M42. We've had signs for the last 3 or 4 miles saying use hard shoulder, but no, only the smart excuse me, only the smart people can use the hard shoulder. That's why it's called the smart motorway. Alright, so this is what we got. They're not super tall stacks, only 2, 4, 6 altogether. But it just seems weird not having a pack at the end there like that, so never mind. The straps were all okay. I've had to just do them all one click. The one problem was that diagonal one here that goes from the back up and around over the top of this front piece that I wanted to stop, because it's alright strapping it down that way, but I just need to compensate as well by putting it downwards at the front, just to stop the wind catching it. So yes, we're all good to go again. It's gonna be a long journey. Oops, especially if I don't unlock the cab before I try and get in it. There. Right, see you when we're down there. We got 19 miles to go, and we got 37 minutes to do it. So I don't know, it's saying 26 minutes, so we should have 10 minutes or so to spare, so that's to park up once we get there and that, so yes, should just about make it. But if not, we'll just park up somewhere. I know there's plenty of big lay-bys nearby, so I might just play it safe and park up anyway. Ah well, no joy today. There was a car broken down on one of the lanes just now, so that held us up about 10 minutes. And then I realised I wasn't going to make it here, so I tried this services. There were signs to a services, and I thought, didn't quite look right. You know, it didn't look like they'd be suitable for me, and there wasn't, so I wasted a couple of minutes there looking for somewhere to park, so ain't gonna make it. We're just 5 miles away from the site, and I think if I hadn't have messed around trying to find somewhere to have my break, I might have just been able to make it there, but it's not worth the risk and getting an infringement. So we got a lovely little lay-by just pop up. Fields over there, little man for company, and some nice fields and hills over there with a little, ooh, you're never gonna see it there, but there is a beautiful, what looks like it's a church. Looks like a church there, or a statue in the woods. No, there's a church. There's a church hidden in the woods, and there's also a big mansion. But never mind, you can't see it. Nice Porsche, followed by a motorbike. Right, catch you in a bit, guys. I'm gonna have me break. Well, 45 minutes later. We're back on the road again. Managed to have a bit of a nap as well, which is always nice. I'm a big believer in the old power naps. Even though I only had about 20 odd minutes, 20 to 25 minutes, still feel fresher and better than not having anything. I hope Cinderella does too, because a bit of a hill coming up. This road's actually called Long Furlong. I'm gonna guess there's a big descent coming now as well. I think I've been this way before. Yeah, I'm sure this has been on the channel before now, this video. I remember seeing it, yeah. Pretty darn cool views. And to excuse the noise of the wind against the windscreen, I can't really do nothing about that. It is a bit of a breezy day today, actually. Yeah, so I thought I'd bring you the last couple of miles of the journey. We're a tad late, but with these houses, they've got a rough time for the delivery, but it's nothing set in stone. Not anymore. They used to be more strict on the times, but a lot of the stuff now is just going into just staying to be put up another day. Whereas when we used to bring them, they used to be putting them up the same day or the next day directly after. So it was a bit more tight for the timing. We have done this one before, but I can't quite think how the site is. I can't remember if it's the one where we had our mishap. I'm terrible with the names. We'll know once we get closer. Just rolling hills, guys. Rolling beautiful hills. There's a heavy tipper up ahead. I think he's what's holding everyone up. Not to worry though, no rush. Managed to have a bit of a liquid slash sauce incident. I was putting brown sauce on my sandwich and some brown sauce on my sausage rolls while I used up the rest of the sachet, and quite awkward really, because it says that there's 12 sausage rolls in this pack, but realistically it's 6 perforated sausage rolls because they're not fully cut in half. So I daubed brown sauce over this one, and I was trying to pull it apart and it just ripped all over me. So of course it landed sunny side down. Covered my t-shirt in brown sauce and all over the packet, so bit of a liquid incident for today. Yesterday I also had one where I forgot to tell you, they had no milk for their coffee. He said go and make yourself a coffee, so I went and made myself a coffee, went to the fridge to get some milk. Oh, no milk. So it was in a little plastic cup, so I thought I'll bring it out and have a look if our colleagues got some of the coffee whitener, which he didn't. So I put it on the back of the trailer to pour it away sometime later on. God, that Audi sounds disgusting. And when I tried putting it down, because it was a plastic cup, the bottom had gone all convexed. So I thought, oh, if I just put a little bit of pressure on, that'll nice indicating, buddy. Cheers. Oh, it's not the site we've been to. It's not the site where we damaged Cinderella, by the way. Anyway, I'm digressing again. It's I'll just put a little bit of pressure on and it'll flatten out the lid, the base of the cup. But no, I pushed down a little bit and the whole cup collapsed, burnt my hand, and went all over the place. So not only was it black coffee and bad coffee, it was burning coffee and all over the place coffee. So it never made it to the drain after all, it just fell on the trailer. Anyway, I'll shut up waffling now. We're just round the corner from the site, so let's get there in peace and quiet, shall we? Really? Oh. mixed up here, look. Thanks to our lovely yellow signs. Ah yes, I remember it. You go up around to the left, follow the site around. Nice bit of banger racing cars there. He must have had a good day. Right. See how we get on, shall we? Come on, I need to come this way, darling. Come on, I'm flashing you. What? Are my lights not working here, or? Come here, no. Come here. You come here. Is she from the planet Earth? Can she take basic instructions? I guess not. Gosh. What about if there's an accident and there's police directing traffic and that woman comes across this? She wouldn't be able to understand where to go, would she? Clearly couldn't understand simple hand gestured instructions. Never mind. So we just got to follow this up now, and if I remember right, it's a bit of a tight sight. Tight left-hand turn, I think we do. Got our little beacons on. So normally we go round to the left here. But I'm hoping we might be able to go further around instead now, because they're starting to build on further down the hill. Now you won't see it now, but further, when we first got here, I'll show you on the way out after I've turned round, but to the right used to just be fields. Alright, well he definitely said to come round to the left, but I've just been and spoke to the site manager guy who was telling me to stop. I should have gone straight on and then to the site, so we're going in the back way. Just about. That's where we normally tipped, where I pulled in, but as soon as I pulled in I seen they've put new pathways in. So this is what I was going to show you. All this was fields, and slowly but surely it's not fields anymore. I say slowly though, it's pretty darn quick, the groundwork. Throwing them up they are. Oh, they put speed bumps in here. Who's going to speed around here? Mind you, you always get one, I guess. Right. Turn left only for John Rayleigh. You wanna come on, mate? Okay. He's gonna wait there, is he? He's gonna wait there and just make sure I don't catch everything that they've put in the way for me. Oh. Just touching the curbs. I'll get out his way now. That's it, walk round the back of my truck. Yeah, so we should have come up from the road that this guy's going to go down now instead. I'll speak to you in a minute, guys. Right, so after much confusion, I've came the right way, but the way that it brings you leads you to having to do a blindside reverse into there. Now I hope you don't fall, because I've raised my step up a bit and hopefully you can see a bit better. But this is going to be tight. We've got to blindside it up into that gate there, and it is extremely tight, to be honest. I don't know if it's going to be possible. We'll give it a go. Way too many fences everywhere. You know, why they have to put a fence around a piece of turf, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do this. It's just going to be far too tight. Oh well, we'll see. We might have to get out once or twice. There is a guy up there watching me, but it's not a lorry driver. Oh, there's even a bloody road sign there as well. Oh, this is fun. This is fun. Just what you want on your second day back. Right, let's go and take a look. Hi, baby. Oh, right, apparently I don't have to reverse in anymore. Seems that wow, one thing after another. Go on then, Mr. Digger, I guess you want to go in. Man. Okay then, I stand corrected. Can get in. Just a bit shaky, a bit ropey after being off for a week. You tend to underestimate one or two little things. But here we are. Alright, well, yesterday I touched on contemplating detailing the side of my tyres, and as you can see, yesterday I cleaned all my tyres and they was all like that. This one's been off the floor, obviously. This one hasn't. And equally, this one, my new steer tyre, nice and clean, now covered in mud. So with the site work I do, it's just going to be a losing battle. So I'm not going to bother getting the pen out, unfortunately. As much as it looks nice, I'll be doing it. I'll be to get it right, I'll be spending more time doing that than I will be actually driving the truck. So I'll just stick to keeping the cab and everything else nice and clean. Oh dear, we just got one last lift now. I've cut actually down those previous clips. I'd probably recorded about 10 or 15 minutes worth of me reversing in. Is the sun? Sorry, the sun's right behind me. But I thought I'd edit it down because it seemed a bit too much and drawn out. But if you want to see longer clips of me coming in, let me know and I can just not edit it. But to me it feels like it would have been a bit too boring and drawn out, so do forgive me. Alright, well, I've just had the call from the gods, and at the moment we're heading just heading back up for now. So I'll assume we're going back to the house factory, but subject to change, let's just say that. Well, I must send out my condolences to the pigeon family because their mummy or daddy won't be coming home today. Just decided to do a face plant into the side of Cinderella as I was doing 50 mile an hour. So unfortunately I don't think he'll be making it back. So if you can spare a thought to that poor pigeon trying to be an angry bird when clearly hasn't got the genetics to do so. I hope she hasn't damaged Cinderella because I haven't had a chance to pull over yet and inspect what's gone on. But it was a pretty clean contact, I must admit. I think she's hit the vent, but we'll see when we'll have to pull over in a second and have a look. Alright, we are at the house factory now. I've had 15 minutes break after signing in, and now I've just came out, moved forward a bit, but it looks like I'm going to be waiting here for a while again, so I'm going to have half an hour. Clear my driving time altogether for the last time today because I won't be going much further after this. Right, okay. Change of plan. They can load me now. So I'll still go in and put it on brake. So hopefully by the time I come off brake they'll have got me loaded up and I'll be ready to strap it all up and get out. But I have got time just to get out, but you know, I don't want to risk it. So I'm going to have me half an hour now here while I'm waiting to load. And then I'll be parking up round the corner, but at least we'll be ready to rock and roll straight away, which is good. I've had a look where the pigeon impact was and I can't actually see where it's hit me, to be fair. So we've got off lightly with that one. And I'll get back to you when I'm loaded. Alright guys, well, I had my half an hour break and they hadn't even started me after that, so it's been a bit of a mad rush to try and get loaded before my 13 hours is up for the shift. So we've got 9 minutes now to get parked up. Come on, will ya? Why is it they're perfectly quick enough following you down the road up your arse, and then as soon as you stop and are waiting for them to pass you, their car suddenly weighs more than our lorry and trailer put together. Oh well, anyway, like I say, it's going to be a night out here. ready to run down in the morning. It's loaded for Basingstoke, so small chance we might run into Lukey C tomorrow, I don't know. You never know. He goes around that area sometimes. But his vlog was pretty good about his first week tramping. I enjoyed watching that. Hope you lot have seen it too. Let's get these lights off. Alright, well, I'll show you the load. I'm not too pleased with it, to be honest, but we'll see. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. I'm going to get booked off and then finish off the vlog. Well guys, that is it for today. We have just managed to utilise our last 5 minutes to throw a belly strap around the top pack. I'll show you in a second. We had a beautiful butterfly parked here. Unfortunately fell victim to Cinderella's speed as well, so we've had a pigeon and a butterfly try and be an angry bird today. I'm gonna blame you, Little Miss Bird, for intimidating all the wildlife as we travel. But you can see there's nowhere, I can't actually see where the pigeon did touch us. I think it was here because I heard this shake. It may have been there's a bit of a smear, but I don't know. Can't see nothing apart from a bit of dust from today. The tyres over this side don't look too bad, so I'm guessing it was just a puddle I went in earlier. Thank you to my colleague. He's suggested that the problem with the tyres there is that whoever's driven it before me has scuffed up against the curbs a bit too much when they drive up to park up. I try and leave, well, that's a bit much for me. I try and get as close as I can without scuffing the tyres normally, but apparently that's the cause of the darker outside, which is understandable, yeah, because the curbs have damaged the tyres, I guess. But anyway, this is a monstrosity of a load. Ugh, not too keen on it really. It's all secure though, it's all safe. Main thing I'm worried about is this styrofoamy insulation-y stuff. For a start, I don't want it catching fire overnight, and secondly, I just don't think it's good on the top of there. There's nowhere else it could have gone. Maybe they could have split the packs and put them individually inside each cassette, I don't know, or just send them with another lorry. But I've put the two straps over it, one diagonally over, so they're not going to go backwards, they're not going to go sideways. There's nowhere they can go if it does come loose, so that's the best I can do. I've got straps through the middles of the packs. I don't think I did put a strap through the middle of those cassettes actually. Well, never mind. Yes, we've got a tiny bit of an overhang, but it's not, I might jump up and get some tape round it in the morning, I don't know. I'll see how it is. We'll be travelling pretty early, so it won't be busy at all. So, there we have it. On the top here, we have, I forget what he called them. Just all random beams and that side fixings, I think they call them. But, again, there's some longer beams on the top of shorter beams, which doesn't really make sense in the whole physical scheme of things. You should have put them underneath and then the others, but what can you do? I've just been up there and grabbed some of the brackets that they like to sellotape on. That one is pretty tight, so I'm going to leave that one and chance it. It's not going anywhere because the other strap's just over the edge of it too. So, yes, what I meant by belly wrapping was that strap up there by the duct tape. Ideally it's better in the middle strap, but I'd already put these two on before I thought I'd better put a third on. And that's what I did when I parked round here. It's going over and pulling as a loop. Sorry, I explained that like, I don't know, a 1-year-old. Basically, I put the strap over and looped it around the beams and pulled it down either side then. So instead of just going straight over the top, like these two do, this one actually circles the beams themselves. So, again, they won't be going anywhere. So, it's time for me to say goodbye for tonight. I'm going to go around, use the facilities, get myself a lovely mocha or two, have myself a wash and all that, and then might go live for a bit tonight. So if I didn't see you on Facebook earlier, I'll be seeing you now. And hello to anyone who did join while I was live during earlier's live stream. So weird talking in past tense, in present tense and future tense. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll speak to you all tomorrow, guys. We'll be taking these to Basingstoke.